Hi, and welcome along to the Bias Premier League show. We're here on a Wednesday night, not a normal Monday spot, because we decided we would do the show after the big game in the Champions League where we played Real Madrid. We thought we were going to come to you after that game, and by God, did we make a right choice. Don't forget, you can get an additional 10% off if you use the code with Brock Up Real Madrid. No, I'm only joking. If you use the code AFTV10, use that code right now. Go to the link in the description. You get an additional 10% off all Boohooman clothing. They've got some excellent short sets right now. The weather's been a little nicer over here in the UK. I know a lot of people are going away on holiday for the Easter. So jump in right now and use the code AFTV10 to get an additional 10% off. Also want to big up Sean. Big up Sean. I know you're leaving Boohooman. It's a real shame, man. But listen, big up to you. Yeah, it's been great working with you over the years, bro. Fantastic. And big up to Liz, who's come in.
Yes, big up.
White Yardie in a bit. Yo, you're really. I see every minute you're in the gym, man, doing pull-ups. Man's getting hench from.
Yeah, you know, we have to put in the work, you know, guys. You know, we have teams to beat up, you know, so, so we have to make sure we're physically strong for them, you know, in football terms.
White Yardie's in the building, and Mr. Taiwo himself, Ty, is in the building.
Yeah,
big him up, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you very much, thank you.
Right, lots of energy today, people.
Before you go any further, two things you mentioned. So, just explain the reason why the show is today. Obviously, it's because the game, but we made that decision. We made that decision that when we went on Monday, we wasn't going to do it because we knew we were going to beat Real Madrid, right? We were very confident in beating Real Madrid, very confident, and we said, let's do the show on Wednesday after we beat.
I think me and Robbie, I don't know about you. Me and Robbie, I don't know about you.
No, we was. Second. To everybody out there that was laughing at Ty, calling him delusional, calling him he's crazy, say, what is this guy talking about? Make sure you say sorry to Ty when you see him, yeah? Send it.
No apologies
I'm going to tell you what they told me. Sorry, Ty, for doubting you.
No apologies necessary. As long as we go through, I don't care.
Don't ever doubt Ty
it's not me.
Again.
It's
wait a minute, before we get to
it's
that.
Not me. Don't ever doubt the crest, not me.
Ty, before we get to that, right? Yeah. Because, you know, you spoke about how we moved the show to today, right? Yeah. So if you knew that, right, why did you come in on Monday? Man drove all the way. Man drove all the way up here from Kent, right? Like I'm leaving the studio, right? I'm leaving the studio. It's about sort of 5:30. I see him drive up in his car. I go, what are you doing? Yeah. Where are you? I go, the show's not on tonight. You weren't passing by. No, he tried to tell me, he goes, it's okay. I was in London for a meeting anyway.
I was in London for a meeting. And let me explain. Did we win yesterday?
Huh?
Did we win yesterday?
Yes. Of course.
I had to circle the Emirates before. That's the only reason why I was here Monday. I cannot say too much more. I just had to circle the Emirates before. You don't know. Put on some rice and peas on the floor and things like that.
Very good. Rice.
Yeah.
Very good.
So, yeah.
Anyway, listen, we're here now. Get involved tonight. If you want to send an apology to Ty, right, or super chat apologising to Ty, you can do so.
Yes,
right?
We are accepting them.
Don't apologise to me. Apologise to the badge, to the crest. Yeah. Don't apologise to me. Apologise to the football club for doubting our football club.
Yeah.
Don't apologise to me.
Ever doubt Ty.
Well, brother Seamus has sent in a super chat. He says, to all the haters out there, suck it in. Don for president, right? I mean, listen.
Football dislikers.
It was absolutely outstanding last night.
Outstanding, that band. Well done. Wow, he's good, you know.
What a performance! What a performance by Arsenal, right? Before the game, a lot of people weren't giving us any chance at all of winning that game.
1% I saw.
I've been famously saying that I feel that Arsenal have got a 40% chance of going through. People slagging me off, calling me deluded. Robbie, you're stupid. You're losing it.
But there's no need for that.
40%. I didn't even say 50. 40. And people were slagging me off. We got no chance. People said zero chance.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what are you talking about?
Exactly.
Look at what Arsenal in this Champions League. We finished third.
Best defense.
Real Madrid finished Real Madrid had to play a playoff to get through. People forgot that. Right? We beat them PSG. We put 7 past PSV.
5 past.
Right? We put 5 past Sporting. Both of those away from home. Right? When Monaco was flying in the group stages, we beat them up at home. Why did people think? I'm not saying that I thought it was going to be 3-0 or anything, but why were people giving us no chance?
Yeah, because
of course we had a good chance. Right? Now it's only half time, but 3-0 is a very, very good victory.
Incredible.
And people, Declan Rice yesterday stepped up. We were talking about world-class midfielders. People were talking about Camavinga. They're talking about Modric. They're talking about Bellingham. I'm not mentioning Rice.
Yeah.
Partey as well, by the way, was outstanding last night as well. But Declan Rice last night, he showed up big time. The 2 world-class free kicks. I cannot remember seeing one individual player score 2 free kicks like that in a game.
Well, it's a record,
Right?
isn't it?
Beating a world-class goalkeeper like Thibaut Courtois. He had no chance on any of them. Right? As a matter of fact, he kept them in the game. He could have been 4-5.
Courtois was their best player.
He was their best player.
Best player. Even though he conceded
Declan
3,
Rice
he was his best
and
player.
also Mikel Merino. I said, go back. I said, watch out for Merino in this game.
Yeah,
he's
you
a
did say
big
that.
game player.
Yeah.
He's stepping up with big goals. We used to playing against Real Madrid, and I didn't even know the fact that he scored more goals against Real Madrid than any other team.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
What an
That's
amazing
amazing.
performance last night, Yardi. We fully deserved that 3-0.
From start to
even
finish.
Jude Bellingham said after the game,
We're lucky.
it could have been more.
It should have been more.
No, listen. Like you said, from start to finish. From start to finish. I don't want that. We control the whole game. One mistake Kivier made when he was passing the ball and it was a poor pass. Apart
Saka
from
did one as well with a loose
Saka did
pass.
one as well. Yes. Apart from that,
First sort of 10 minutes nerves.
We had the game there. Real Madrid, you know, I noticed here, and this is, I have a lot to unload. But one thing I want to say is that these people who, you know, talk about Camavinga, talk about Bellingham, all these people, right? It's the same people that will come and tell you about Ancelotti this, Ancelotti that, all of this. And big him up, he's a great manager. We cannot deny what he has done.
No.
But what happened last night is crazy to me because
Amazing.
he changed his whole game plan.
Really?
Why? Of course he did.
In what way?
In the sense of the team looked nervous. Real Madrid looked nervous. Watching them play, they played like almost like they were trying to go to a low sit back, low in defense and get a counter on us.
You know what, Yardi,
They
right?
never came to play us. They never came out attacking, fully pushing us back into our box. They sat back to catch us. Why would they do that if Arteta is not good? And Arsenal's not good.
You know what, Yardi, right? Like, so we did a show on Monday, actually, the show that replaced Bias, right? With a Real Madrid channel on Be Real. They're a great channel, by
Be
the
Real,
way.
Cypress Hill.
And they were saying that is how they play, right? A lot of times away from home. They're very pragmatic and just look to catch teams on the counter, right? And he goes, that's what will be there. And he goes, but it's been working for them. You know what I mean? Because in the Vinicius Juniors, Mbappe, players like that, on the counter attack, they're dangerous.
They should be listening to what we've been saying. That who has the best defense?
Exactly.
That's what it was. So listen, man. The whole point I'm trying to make is that, you know, there's a lot of people out there in the football world that, you know, we're singing praises for Rice, which is solely right.
Yeah.
Saka, great game. Even though people say don't bring him back,
It was incredible.
Great game. I could see how much of an impact he's had into this
both
team.
of those free kicks came from him.
It's him, and he put a cross into the box. If Merino was more of a striker, he probably would have been
I
at the
think
end of that.
Declan Rice could have got on the end of that one.
Even Martinelli at the back post.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're singing praises for Timber.
Brilliant.
Timber,
brilliant.
like
Awesome.
he kept
Awesome.
Phineas quiet the
Which
whole
is no
game.
mean feat.
Like, let's be real. We sing praise for the whole team, right?
Yep.
And people are doing it. So why Arteta can't get a praise?
Exactly.
God, he's a bit.
No. But we would do it. Me and you would do it. Ty would do it. We would do it. But there are people who slag him off 24/7. The man has this season beaten the English champions at home 5-1, Man City.
Yes.
He's beaten the French champions 2-0, PSG.
Yes,
He's
that's
now
it.
beaten the world the European champions
times,
and the Spanish champions at home 3-0. And yet people won't give him his credit.
True.
We want to get and still want him out.
That's a good
Look
point.
what the man's doing with bare minimum. We have to say bare minimum because
of the injuries.
we literally down to it. We didn't have
Only from Yardman. Where was Yardman last night? I never.
didn't do an interview.
But that's what I'm saying. Nobody will speak now because
He never did an interview.
they have to. You know,
I don't think he was at the game.
humble pie.
fair,
No,
that's fair.
what I'm saying is that people won't come forward because
And pick him up,
because they push that. When you push our agenda so hard,
Yeah.
it's like you have to die on the hill now. Remember, when Arteta first take over, remember I was Arteta out. I said it. I said, no, he's not good enough yet. He needs to go practice. He needs to learn a trade. Arsenal is too big of a club for him to be practicing. And then a season and a half after 2 seasons, I put my hands up. I said, I got it wrong. Arteta, I believe in this guy. He can do it. Giving the man him credit where it's due, man. Stop all of this foolishness, because he deployed that team. He trusted Skelly. He didn't have to put Skelly into that team. He could have went with Zinchenko. He could have went with Kieran Tierney. He could have went with those two, right? He didn't. He went with Skelly. Kivia, many people are saying, no, put White in and shift Saliba over. Why we play this guy? Timber. No, this guy stuck with it. Mourinho up front.
Yeah.
He stuck with it, and this guy, and I've seen somebody say this, and it's so true. If we signed Merino as a striker in January and he came in, people would be crediting him as one of the best signings in January.
Yeah, absolutely.
He technically is coming as a striker, and he's finishing.
Well, that goal last night was brilliant.
And this is why I say this is why you have to give Arteta credit, because Arteta looked at his squad. He must have looked at everyone's stats of who scores goals in the team, who he has here, and he must have said, you know what, Marina, your finishing is actually good, because even the 2 saved, remember he had 2 shots, right? And I watched the replay, and it's like his first shot, he took it low.
It's a great technique.
Alba off
off the line.
And then he said, next one it came back to him, he went high, because
and the
who's thinking like that? Normal people are just trying to swing to goal. He took his time.
Really gifted.
So listen,
Very
man,
gifted.
give the man credit where credit is due. I give Arteta credit, because the team went out there and did a great job, but if the team went out there and lost, you all will be pointing the finger at Arteta.
No,
so give the man credit where it's due. That's my piece.
Coach Montero Feuti says, DR, you better get the parachute ready.
Yes.
Now, Ty. Now, first of all, right, hold on. I know
the rules.
How did that interview? Have you guys got a clip of that interview?
Yes.
Because
You never
I'm
what?
trying to remember what I said.
You said that if we...
I think we got a chance here.
No, I don't want to force you.
But if we win 4-0 on aggregate, I'll do a skydive.
If Arsenal win 4-0 or more on aggregate, you guys do it.
Nil.
Yeah. 4-0 or more. So if we score more than 4 goals and they don't
It's got
score
to be
any,
nil and they don't score any.
that's it.
Hey, I got
So-
the pressure.
But I said I'm going to do it with you, so...
Please.
So that means that if we go there next week and say we won 1-0,
That's
I've got to
it.
do a skydive.
That's it.
Yeah. But I have to do it with you, innit? I said I'm going to do it with you.
And I'll be done. I'll be on the ground with a sign that says land here.
As I said in that, right, I thought we got a chance. I thought, even going to the game yesterday, I'm like 2-1. I thought we'd win that game yesterday.
Yeah.
But not in my wildest dreams, I think it's 3-0.
Yeah,
we
man.
deserve to win it.
Of course,
3-0.
man. More than that.
deserve
Should
to
have
win
been
it
more,
3-0.
man.
Ricky Proctor says, Robbie, please don't be too cocky on DR preview tomorrow in front of those losers like Abby and Matisse.
Oh, I wouldn't. That's a bit harsh.
Please don't jinx it. Second half at Madrid still. And he's right. It's only halfway through.
Exactly.
And it's
that's
Real
what
Madrid.
Exactly.
And we all know that Real Madrid, with their heritage, they are a team capable of pulling that back.
Of course.
We've got to go there and play right, ain't it, Ty?
Well, absolutely. But I can't start without saying hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to Christopher Olsson. I don't know if anyone remembers him. He was a youth team player, Swedish youth team player.
Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah. He's got an acute brain injury.
Wow.
Unfortunately, I think he's at FC Midtjylland. So
Yeah.
you know, he's getting through it. He's in remission and all that. So you know, I was lucky enough to chat to him. Fantastic, skillful player. Yeah. You know, just wanted to say hearts and thoughts, prayers go out to him and all his family. And good luck in his, his recovery. You know. But yeah, absolutely. Like I said, like we're saying, everybody underestimating us, and that's what I mean. But I like that.
All those people who are calling you deluded, don't
Well, who called me? Nobody called me deluded that I saw, because I would have shot them down verbally.
Right.
Because like I said, only Allah, God, and my parents could call me deluded. But nobody gave us any credit, and I love that, because everybody outside the club was underestimated, and that's cool.
You said to Raul in that chicken shop, innit? You said, Raul, you're underestimating us.
Yes!
You told him loads of times, innit?
Absolutely, because of the thing. Listen, it's half time and no one's talking, but it's the way he was just dismissing us, and I could tell in his condescending attitude, the way he was.
You told him when we beat you.
I didn't say when, I said if.
No, you said
And if I
when.
said when, I meant if.
No,
now,
you
I didn't know
meant
what's going to. Well, okay, well, I meant if.
Tie.
Well, I don't know. I meant if, but what it is, like I was saying, like you said, Robbie, we've lost one game to Nobody FC, and we should never have lost to Nobodies. But that's nobody FC.
When?
Oh no, sorry,
I
we've lost
don't
two.
know, I
We've
don't
lost
know,
two.
I don't know who
To Nobody
talking
FC and Newcastle. And we should never have lost those games, you know what I mean? But like I said, at Emirates, it's been brilliant. We got the best defense, they got the best attack. But yet we still didn't get the credit.
Well,
but
they never had no attack yesterday.
But I have to say
The
though,
attack got nullified.
I never thought that.
Defence came out.
Who
on
would have
top.
thought
The
that?
defence was brilliant yesterday.
Absolutely, but who would have thought that with no Gabriel M2 as well?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
And Partey just controlled that whole midfield.
Yeah.
So
Listen,
happy.
man, like,
So
and it's
happy.
crazy thing, people were writing Partey off. When he was
No, but
playing,
he's been
no,
brilliant
when he
for
was
full
playing,
season.
remember every time he went to right back because he had to fill in
Yeah,
for
but
that.
he's not-
People
yeah.
cuss him. I'm like, that's not his position.
Yeah.
Put him
Listen,
in his position. He shows you what he can do. So
And I've said it before and I've said it again on this show.
go on, say it again.
Mikel's in charge. Don't ever underestimate his entourage.
You tell him.
Eric Sermon, the lyrical words of the legend Eric Sermon, and I'm saying it again. Don't never underestimate us. Never.
Tell him
That's what I mean.
again. Tell him again.
I mean, some more super chats here. T
Tell him
says,
again.
has Robbie apologised to Ty yet?
Why? What for? What for?
Well, I never said we weren't going to win, you know. I just said that I didn't believe the 4-0 thing. But,
think-
you know,
I think it's.
bro,
You almost got
T,
it all
I could
in
be
one
doing a
game.
skydive next week.
I think it's Yardy more, but Yardy did a good explanation.
I
so
could be
he's
doing a
all right.
skydive next week, mate. I'll tell you.
Listen, I don't care. If we get through, I don't care. I don't care.
Kusta Footer
we
says,
need-
Don
we need
Robbie, big up. Tell Raul to hold that.
Hold
And make
that.
sure he polishes the trophy he was sporting the other night before he gives it to you. Yeah, he was, so he came on the live the other night, Raul. He had the Champions League trophy behind him, right, because he was at some event that they were doing for Real Madrid fans. He was drinking a beer and he was giving it, man.
Okay.
He goes, oh, you're not going to beat us. Right? Rasta Mouse says, big up Arsenal on a fantastic win.
Big up
Don,
Rasta Mouse.
has Ty paid for the camera yet that he brought?
Is that all you say? You're supposed to say congratulations.
Yeah, we're gonna get to
for
that
me
camera later.
Getting it right. That's what you're supposed to say.
Yo, the camera, we're going to talk about that camera later on because I've got the bill for it.
The bill.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. But Rasta Mouse, if I remember rightly,
Exactly.
weren't you coming on last week saying we got no chance
exactly.
of winning?
Exactly.
Yes.
Right? I
Exactly.
didn't mention that.
Yeah,
exactly.
Rasta Mouse, we want to hear from you, man.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure
Yeah,
you were
man.
one of the big doubters. And I'll tell you what, right? There were three absolute disgraceful. Disgracia. Right? 3 of them, yeah? One name called Expressions.
Big up expressions.
Right? The second one, KG, who I saw last night, all
Big up
dressed in
KG.
black, with black glasses on, right? When I was coming to his studio, he goes, yeah, come to your funeral, man.
What?
I said, yo, we got a chance of beating Rima. He started laughing. Well, you lot. I'm like, all right, right? And the other one, we spoke about him again, Raul, they did a hate along people. That's how much they hate, right? But they never know, so God bless.
Yeah.
So when you try
Football, I
to
like
hate
God bless.
on God bless people, right, it's coming back on you. Let's run back a bit of that hate long there. These are these man shamelessly last night hoping that Arsenal were going to lose. Watch this.
And did it score? Fuck me. Fuck's sake, bruv. Directly from the free kick. Declan Rice. What kind of goalkeeping is that? How did that go in, bruv? Bro, that means Arsenal could have scored 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah, but they scored only one. This is Real Madrid. This is Real
I don't
Madrid.
know if this is...
Do the same. He's not gonna do.
Fuck off, man. Can you believe it, bruv? Can you believe that? Oh, Raul, you're dead. Oh, 3-0, it's over.
KG looks deflated.
Hey, man, look at it. You see when you hate, right? You see KG's face?
Deflated. Disbelief.
Like, you know that
man.
you know that film Scream?
Yeah.
And isn't that an emoji as well?
The man, right? Hey, instead of 2 of them worrying about their own team, their own team, yeah? You heard what Matic said about Onana? He said, that goalkeeper is rubbish, yeah, right? Instead of you going to back Onana, KG, you're there worrying about Arsenal. You ain't even played your game yet. You got to hate along. Instead of Expressions worrying about their game, they've got Eintracht Frankfurt, right? And Big Ange could be getting the sacked. Instead of, they're coming here to do a hate along.
Yeah.
To hate and hoping that Arsenal are going to get beat up because they thought that Real Madrid were going to smoke us,
Yeah,
right?
a lot of people did. A lot of
Enough of
people
them did.
A lot of people
They
did.
didn't, man. Listen, man, like, I would say it was a great game watching it, man, and even just now
Incredible.
looking back at it, like thinking back from start to finish, man, it was a real good game. Really one of the
fantastic.
one of the top games out there that Arsenal have played for a long time.
Let me tell you something here. You was there as well, Ty. The atmosphere in that crowd last night was electric. Walk into the stadium.
Yeah.
Atmosphere electric, even before.
They're outside.
Got in there, fans were got in. Arteta said get in early. They got in early. He said, I want you to be part of this. They were part of it. The fans last night were amazing. That stadium last night, that atmosphere in there was absolutely incredible, right?
And that's what we
I
wanted.
came out of the game and a guy said, I think that's the best ever game I've been to at the Emirates Stadium. And Ty, I'm trying to think of one that's better. We've had some great victories in at Emirates. We had a great one this season when we beat Man City 5-1.
Yes.
Yeah, that was a
Yes.
good one.
We've had some good ones over the years. I remember the Barcelona when we beat them
Yes.
2-1. That prime Barcelona with Messi, Iniesta, Xavi, all that. But
Yep.
to beat Real Madrid, because if you remember rightly, that Barcelona game,
Yeah.
we were under the cosh in that game. I remember
Yeah, we
that.
were under the cosh, yeah.
I mean, we were
One-
under
one-
the cosh.
1-0
that
down.
2-1 that we got was kind of a, not smash and grab, but it was kind of like, we caught them at the end and got that win.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Andrew.
the one yesterday was a comprehensive
Yeah.
win. And I think the goals, the 3 goals of the highest quality.
It's the
Wow,
quality.
I'm-
You know what,
I
you're
think
right.
that guy might be right, you know.
It's
That
the
could be the
quality,
best
what
ever.
you say, it's the
Well, if we
quality
get
of the
through-
goals.
Can you think of one?
Well, I
no, forget about if we get through, right?
Yeah.
I'm just talking about that game in isolation last night.
Can you think of others? I can think of others that are up there. The time when we beat Tottenham 5-2 twice.
Yeah.
Was unbelievable. Especially when we were 2-0 down. You know, so you got that one. You got when Thierry scored the win against Manchester United in injury time with the header. The stadium nearly blew up in football terms.
Which one,
Remember?
sorry?
Remember when we beat Manchester United 2-1? When Robbie
Oh, yeah,
equalised?
yeah.
That was incredible.
Was that Thierry Henry scored the header? Yeah.
You got when Danny, big up Danny Welbeck, scored the win against Leicester
Yeah.
in injury time as well.
But those are,
No, but
look
you know
at
what
the
it is? I think
magnitude of
it's-
yesterday.
Yeah, the magnitude is
it's
incredible.
Quarter-final.
Yo, the
Yeah.
magnitude is...
Quarter-final
well,
against Real
Real
Madrid.
Madrid.
You can't get any bigger.
Mbappe, Vinicius, all these
yeah.
players, superstar players right around
Bellingham.
that pitch.
Ballon d'Or contenders and all that. Remember, you know, these guys were in,
I think that guy might be right. I think
You
that guy
can't
might
get
be
well.
right.
You can't get any bigger. And now I'm going to steal a stat from someone. They'll be pricking their ears when they hear it because they told me this morning. So I'm going no. It's this. Well, I don't know where the stat is, but they told me the stat. So apparently, and it's actually true. We emulated our women because we won 3-0. Obviously, the first leg, and with our women, 2 goals scored by an English player or English Italian because Alessia's parents are Italian, and Alessia and Declan. 2 English players and 2 goals scored by Spanish players and in Mikel and Mariona.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
You got
And
that
also,
from Kenya. That's
yeah, that's right. That's right.
Nick, that, Kenya, he said, right, because she told me that.
Yeah.
today.
No, of
And
course.
I know you stole that.
Yeah, no, that's right. That's right.
You disgrace, man. Plagiarism.
I knew that.
Plagiarism,
He
man.
said
You know what I mean? Your
plagiarism.
teeth
No,
were to-
but I didn't.
Kenya.
No, I said it's not my stat
You're a
anyway.
disgrace.
I tell you a stat that I saw. I don't know where I just saw it, but
No, I wouldn't know,
but
yeah.
Real Madrid have never overturned a 3-0.
Well, not a lot of teams have.
First
lead,
leg.
yeah. But it's
lost
very
before.
difficult.
Listen, it's very
And
difficult.
Arsenal has
isn't it?
never lost after scoring 3 goals in a leg.
Well,
so.
let's hope it
good.
comes through. I mean,
Absolutely.
listen, what I would say is that, listen, we, in all seriousness, right, it's only half time.
Absolutely, exactly.
course.
And that's why we have to look at it.
If a team can overcome that, it's Real Madrid.
Absolutely.
Right? We're going to their stadium,
And it's going to be
90,000.
Yeah.
Atmosphere is going to be massive.
It's good, massive.
They're going to put us under a lot of
They are.
pressure.
They are.
Right from the get-go.
Yeah,
That's going to be
yeah.
a really tough game. But
Yeah.
what I
I
would
think
say,
it might suit us better.
what I would
listen,
say
if
with
you score,
Arsenal, right? And
Then, boy, it'd be full.
we've all been watching Arsenal play this season.
We
And
have.
a lot of times away from home, people have been like, the style of Arsenal, they just like, it's too much control.
That's what we're going to need.
But actually, that's what we need next week. And
Absolutely.
that's kind of what we've been doing all season. And our away record this season,
Probably,
good.
like you
It's
said
been
earlier,
very good, isn't it? Like-
Very good.
PSV was what?
7.
Away, right?
7.
Yeah.
Sporting,
Sporting,
away.
5.
So listen, and
But even-
I get what you're saying. Going to the Bernabeu, hopefully we burn it down. You understand? What
In
I mean?
football terms.
In football terms. But 3-0 up. These players right now, the confidence they're gonna go into next week
Well,
game is,
flying,
all they
hopefully.
need to do is go out there and be singing in their heads, not London forever, and black out the whole stadium.
But you know what?
Because when they're gonna, it's on Madrid now.
Yeah.
It's on Madrid. all Arsenal need to do is control this game. Do
Which
what
will
we
be
did.
difficult.
I know it's not at our stadium. They're gonna have their thousands of fans singing. Don't worry about that. They have to do something. You guys just play your game, and the chances will come. I think it might even work out a more open game for us.
The one thing I'd say,
trust
we all know how good our defence has been this season, but the one thing I would say, right, is that Arsenal basically have to go and play like they've been playing literally every away game this season, which is they try and control the game. They're very pragmatic. No team, I think what's the away defeats this season was the 1-0 at Newcastle, right?
Yeah.
And the other one was the
Bournemouth with the red
Bournemouth
card
game.
with the red card in the first half.
2-0 at Newcastle as well.
The 2-0 at Newcastle in the cup, right? So those are the three away defeats,
That's
right?
right, yeah.
But Arsenal,
and Inter Milan 1-0.
And 1-0, that was a penalty, 1-0. But Arsenal away from home, they don't get thrashed.
No, we don't.
They defend very well, and I think what it is, they're going to be dangerous again. Arsenal from set pieces.
Yes.
And we'll be dangerous on the counter. And
Is there a stat saying that we haven't conceded more than 2 goals for...
I think the last time we conceded 3 goals was away to Luton.
And we won that game 4-3.
4-3, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
That's the last time we conceded more than 2 goals away from home. But it took more than 2 goals full stop.
But quick quiz question. I heard this and I can't believe it. When was the last time we scored a direct free kick? Can anybody know?
2021.
Against?
Burnley.
That's right. Yeah. Martin scored the winner.
I didn't know it. I didn't know. And then we go and get 2 in the same game.
Yeah.
And when he got the first one, I was like, what a goal, man.
Yeah.
And when he stepped up to take the second one, I'm thinking to myself, that's going to...
Have you seen the still?
You know a lot of times when they do the second one, right, you say, but it nearly clears the ground. You know what I mean? The second one was better than the first one.
No, but have you seen the still? Have you seen the still of the picture of the ball going in the net?
Yeah.
It literally, that's what somebody said. This is, if you ask somebody what the definition of top bins is,
that was top bins.
Nobody says that. Nobody.
Yeah, no one, neither goal, are they both unsavable.
You put 2 keeper and them not reach that one.
Yeah, Russ the Mouse says, he goes, I am a disgrace, Don. So he's admitting it.
Okay.
So big up, he says,
well done.
But more disgraceful is Ty saying that the cup that Wenger won in Japan holds credibility, yet laughs at Jamaicans' Caribbean Cups.
No, I never said. I didn't say that. But did you hear me say anything about winning? I just said, has he won the cup in Japan? That's all I said. So I don't know what you're reading to it. I said to Raul, as Ancelotti, big up Ancelotti, respect him, won the cup in Japan. That's what I said. Because he was reading off Ancelotti's trophies that he won. So I just said, has he won anything in Japan? That's all I said.
Mr. Slowek 193 says, are you Tottenham in disguise? That was what they were singing to Real Madrid yesterday. I mean, well, it was incredible.
There's another interesting stat. There was only 1 Brazilian winger playing yesterday.
Ooh, that's a bit harsh.
There's only Martinelli, you know?
That's a bit harsh.
There's not a Brazilian. Where's the Brazilian player?
Rodrigo. Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, they were quiet. They
was brilliant. You got big up the team.
This might be controversial here, but I actually feel like I would like to see Skelly in midfield now. I really would
Instead
like to see
him
midfield.
Instead of who?
No, well, look, with parties coming up, a contract is coming up to end this.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Like Robbie said, I would sign him up, man, for another year.
I would, but if it's a case of that's his natural position, and you could see he make some runs sometime. Yo, when he run into the box and Nottingham, who is it in Nottingham? Valverde, was it Valverde or whatever his name is? I was like, yo, this kid, put him in midfield and he drives with the ball. I know he does a great job at left back as well.
He does.
But
he's doing brilliant.
Listen, I think midfield, man, I'd like to see him play that position.
Lewis says, big up, whatever, with the super chat, he says, big up what everyone wants to know. The camera that Ty broke. Any updates, Ty?
Any updates? Why are you asking
about
that?
the consequences on the last episode. Well, I do have an update.
Heard the price gone up though.
We do have an update, right? The price of fixing that camera, right?
Yeah.
And as I said, a £5,000 camera. Luckily for you, right? It is retrievable, right? With the damage that's caused.
That's good.
But £1,750.
What the?
To fix that camera that you rolled around and broke last week.
Accidentally, which I apologise for.
Right. So what are you saying?
PMD, well done. So what are you saying?
No, I ain't joking, you know. What are you saying about the camera?
No, but that's a tune. I'm just saying it's a tune. What can I say?
Let me put something out here.
No, hold on. No, Yardi, don't bother protecting him, right? I'm being serious. £1,750. What are you doing? What are you sorting out for that camera?
The skydive, innit? Skydive.
That be I go say, listen.
What sky? No.
Make him skydive.
We raise money for
Make him
charity.
skydive.
We raise money in the
Whether or
skydive.
not Arsenal
I don't
go
want to hear
through.
nothing about a
We
skydive.
raised the money with the skydive, innit? Skydive, innit? We raised money
Who
with the
raised the
skydive.
money with the
I
skydive?
was
Did I
raising-
break anything? All right, I'll tell you what I'll do.
Him do it by himself.
Right, so
Go on.
If Arsenal go
regardless-
through,
if Arsenal go through,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
if it's, I'll stick to the original deal. If it's 4-0
So will I as well.
or more to nil,
But
I'll
if,
do the skydive.
yeah.
If you are going to have to do a skydive to pay for that camera.
That's all right, as long as we go through it, I don't mind. I can do 2 skydives. That's fine.
right.
As long as we go
Okay.
through, that's cool. That's cool. I don't mind. I don't
somebody
mind.
is skydiving.
Yeah, that's
Hey.
cool. I don't mind. I don't
I
mind.
can't wait.
I'll be more than happy to do
We
that.
need to get him a GoPro with the camera upon him face.
What?
Yeah, you have to have it. We need
Obviously,
the,
other cameras are available.
yeah, we need a camera upon
none
your
of that,
face.
none of that.
So when you jump out,
None of that.
Raphael says, Ty, don't forget that
have to put
Mbappe dropped 3 on your daddy, Man City. Arsenal next. 0 Champions League.
Pardon?
Stay humble, keep bottling it, and enjoy your 11 FA Cup trophy room.
No, it's 15. So then you're wrong as well.
tell them, man.
Oh, hold on, but what does that mean, the daddy Man City? What are you talking about?
Remember Mbappe knocked them out, he scored a hat.
Yeah, but that's Man City. How Man City are daddy? Didn't we beat Man City 5-1? That makes us their daddy in football terms, doesn't it? What are you
Mr.
talking
Capley
about?
says, big up to the panel. Guys, give me your 11
Kaplan.
versus Brentford. Actually, we'll do that in a minute.
Ooh, that's a
Big
great
up to
question,
Mr. Kaplan.
Big up, yeah.
Hannah Gray says, I'm a Liverpool fan, but thoroughly enjoyed the game last night. You guys were fantastic.
Thank you very
Great
much.
chance to go on and win it now.
Hopefully.
Timber, a brilliant player. Wish we had
man.
signed him. No, she's right, man. He was absolutely brilliant. Timber.
Thank you, Anna. Yeah,
He's such a good player. So
Yeah, but you can't
underrated.
sign everyone, can you?
Rustamouse says, Don, doesn't Ty owe someone 1K for a bet as well? He still has not paid for.
The thing is, Rasta,
true.
listen, just go back in your home, man, because I don't know what you're talking about. Just go back in your home. Really? You seem
Sid
to know a lot.
Vicious says-
Rastamouse, you seem to know a lot about me, isn't it? You seem to know a lot about what, I don't know anything.
But Sid
alright?
Vicious echoes that. He says, if Ty can't pay the £1,000
Yeah.
quadruple bet that he lost,
Yeah.
how's he going to pay £1,750 for the camera?
You're not just watching
That's
the-
£2,750
Oh,
he now owes.
Well, you're an accountant now, are you? You know, you didn't imagine. You don't say what he said about the skydive. Why? What's going on here?
Who is your boohoo man of the week?
Boohoo man of the week. There's a few contenders. Ty, you could get it as well, you know.
Well,
Ty,
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
if he
I don't know
improve
about-
anything, improve, man. Like,
Well, I
trust
don't.
me.
Thank you. I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I don't know if I deserve that.
I want to give mentions to Timber.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
big
I
up Urine.
think Timber definitely deserves a mention. Party as well.
Thomas,
Listen,
magnificent.
unbelievable yesterday. But you know what? He stepped up and showed what 100 million British pound midfielder can do.
Guy said to me yesterday, 50 million for each goal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Declan Rice. Are you want? What them say? Bend it like Declan. Bend it like Declan.
Very good,
Rice,
very good.
yeah, man. And the Arsenal squad in general, but Rice and Arsenal.
Declan Rice was
Yeah, man.
unbelievable
Well done, Declan.
yesterday. Who is your idiot
Joe Barton.
of the week?
I got a few. He definitely is an idiot. There's a few contenders, including myself. Can put myself in there. For laughing at you, Ty.
Oh, so you did laugh. You said,
I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at what you were saying more than anything.
Oh.
Like, I was just like,
And for turning up on Monday for the show.
no, I had to do something at the Emirates.
You didn't have nothing to do.
So I did have to do something at the Emirates. Also, Liverpool I could mention for idiot of the week slipping up on the weekend again. You
Yeah,
know?
but they're going to win the league.
Maybe not.
it would have been
You know,
nice.
They're not
Yeah,
idiots
man.
of the week. Listen, they bought
It would have been
themselves a
nice.
gap.
It would have
No,
been
they're
nine.
not
It
idiot
should
of
have
the
been
week.
nine.
They get a mention. They get a
It should have been
mention. They
nine.
get a mention. But you know what? Idiot of the week goes to Raul and the Real Madrid fans. You guys ripped off Arsenal completely. No chance. Not even a percentage. You said we have no chance. You kept saying you're gonna beat us, do this, do that. So hold that. That's what you get. Hold that. 3-0 on our skin. And we are come at the Bernabeu, come burn that down. That we are come to
Football
burn
terms,
down the
hopefully,
Bernabeu.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Simple. Simple as that, man.
It should have been
Simple.
nine. It should have been nine. No, it should.
But yeah, you're saying about the Brentford game, like what?
Oh, yeah. Mr. Kaplan asked, what would your
would you
team
start?
be for the Brentford game? I'd
Listen.
make a bare changes, man.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
listen,
yeah.
I would.
Because it's all on that game next week. The league's done.
No.
By the way, hold on, wait, before we get to that
No.
Brentford game, when you talk about idiot of the week, right?
Yeah.
Lucky we didn't do this show on Monday. because that referee.
Yeah.
And then that game against Everton. Ty, you know what? Give me a round of applause.
Yeah, man.
Come on. Production. We need a round of applause for Ty. Come on, keep it going. Everybody out there watching.
Thank you very much.
Keep it going.
Why?
Because you know what, right? Many a week we come in here and we rip into Ty.
What?
People jump into the chat, deluded Ty, this, that, right? All that sort of stuff.
I let go of my parents.
But you know what? He was right all along about these referees.
Yeah, man.
He's been telling
Terrible,
us
man.
for a long time about the refs. He's been telling us how poor they are. He's been telling us week in, week out how shocking these referees are. And I'm in Team Ty, right? That ref last week in that Everton game was an absolute disgrace.
Terrible.
As a matter of fact, right, first of all, he's disgraceful for that.
Wasn't
the
even a
player
foul.
himself,
Jack Harrison,
didn't even try to get the penalty. He got up and tried to play on. The referee gives the penalty. Then what's even worse, the VAR looked at that. I was in the studio. I didn't go to the game. I was in the studio, right?
They didn't look
so I was doing the watch along.
Yeah, they didn't look long.
The referee looked at that. The VAR looked at that.
And said it's a penalty.
Wherever they are in that caravan somewhere, yeah? And they decided that there's not that
is a foul. Exactly.
the right decision.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Honestly, I said it last week. Get rid of them. Replace them with AI.
But Robbie, am I right?
Fed up with them.
Am I right in saying in the VAR room it was the referee that sent off Skelly wrongfully?
21 points.
Yeah.
He was the one checking
21
that.
decisions against us. 21 to 23 decisions against us. What's that? Yeah, that's what I heard.
So I think he just saw it was Miles and said, "Oh, you got me suspended for a week." And give it against him.
Honestly,
because
it was shocking.
In the Man United and Man City game that happened on the derby, which apologize, like I think Man United and Man City should.
Oh, that reminds me. Thank you, Robbie.
Hold on, I think they should.
Remember, I got that right. Remember, you was saying
nil
in the Manchester derby. Can you remind me? I got that one right.
But I think people
I also got right that Fulham beat Liverpool, even though I said 2-0.
You know what? He's getting everything right, man.
I'm getting lucky.
He's getting everything right. Everything right.
Thank you, Ken, for reminding me.
He said that. Listen, he said that the women were going to beat Real Madrid 3-0.
Yeah.
He got that right. He said that last week. He said 0-0 Manchester derby, right? We all laughed at him.
Yeah.
We all laughed at
this
him.
week.
We're not laughing now, right? He got that right. He said that we were going to thrash Real Madrid.
Well, I said we're going to beat them 2-0.
Well, he
so
said
I got
4-0 on aggregate, right?
Well,
right? He's on course to get that right, right? He told us about the referees. He was right on that. Yo, bro, all the time we've been here, right?
Doubting Ty,
running up our mountain Ty. The man's right.
That's cool. The man's
we
lucky.
bow down to Tyrone.
No. But the thing is, you know what's shocking, Robbie, is to make things worse. There was another worse decision on Monday at the under-21 game. Can you imagine? That's what I mean. I thought I was in the twilight zone. Obviously, other programs are relevant. Tales from the Crypt Keeper, Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Unexpected, the Outer Limits. All those fantastic programs when you go into another world. And that was assault, by the way. Basically, what happened at the end of the game, it was 2-2. The referee gave a penalty to us, waiting to take the penalty. He's allowing the Derby County goalkeeper to be for about 5 minutes talking to the linesman. In the end, the referee gave a corner. Can you imagine? I couldn't believe it. I was going mad. I went mad.
So he reversed it?
He reversed it. And as far as I know, you have got more chance of winning the lottery than a referee ever changing his or her mind. I thought I was getting ghosted.
Referees are awful, man.
Can you imagine? I could not. I've never seen that.
Did you see the penalty that was not given Fulham versus Liverpool?
Yes.
For a collision.
Yeah.
But yet, Saliba's head.
Yeah, with Gomez. Yeah.
Arsenal have lost. These referees have taken
23
away from us this
12 to
season.
14 points.
Right now, if with those decisions the referees didn't make, we would be either above Liverpool or equal with points.
We'll be top.
But back to the Brentford game, you're saying change. I wouldn't change. I think still play.
No, I think you have to change things.
I wouldn't play Saka. I wouldn't play. Listen, man.
Because of Everton, innit? Because you don't get injuries.
Changes.
No, Everton.
Changes.
Everton. We're not playing Everton.
No, I'm saying like we did against Everton.
What's your back? So you stick with the same. Give me your team.
I'll play Kivior and Saliba. I'll play both of them. Maybe Timber I'll give a rest and bring Ben White in. Right. Kieran. So I would still
Tierney.
I'll
Kieran.
definitely play Saliba and Kivior and Raya. I'll play them because they've only had 2 games together really. Let them continue to build that partnership.
And there's no one else really.
Yeah, and that's it. In midfield, Jorginho, give Partey a rest. Jorginho.
Because he didn't play against Everton.
Yeah, I'll still play Rice.
Yeah.
Because where is he? You have to understand him.
No, you wouldn't play Declan, Rob.
Until it's mathematically not possible no more. Liverpool could drop more points this weekend.
Liverpool late. You see some of the games. I think in one of their games they've got coming up is Leicester. So they ain't dropping points in that.
It don't matter.
Liverpool going to win the league. Look, listen,
Yes.
For me,
but until they do, they haven't.
It's true.
Yeah. So Raya,
David, yeah.
I agree with you. White, Timber. I wouldn't even have him in squad.
Yeah.
Stay at home, chill. You're too important for that game.
And he's got a couple of knocks.
Very important for that game.
Yeah.
I'd only play Saliba and Kivior just because
that's it.
That's the only reason. Because I'm having to put White on the right-hand side, right?
Yeah.
Then,
Lewis Skelly, Tekares, Tierney, like you said. Midfield, Jorginho, Partey, stay at home.
Bring in Ethan.
Partey didn't have to come.
Yeah.
Declan Rice, stay at home.
Yeah.
Rest up. I'll put Zinchenko there.
Yeah.
Actually, that's not a bad shot.
I'll keep Odegaard because they still need to be finding his form.
Odegaard,
So just keep Odegaard there. Up front, Ethan Wanieri.
I wouldn't play Mikel.
Trossard.
Sterling on the other side.
Leandro, yes.
Right, Trossard.
Raheem. Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah, that sounds alright.
Most players rested, bro.
Yeah.
The big game is next week, Wednesday. It's going to be a hard game.
It will be a hard game. But
we want those players fresh.
Absolutely.
I think, and also, if I remember rightly, I can't remember the game Real Madrid have got. But obviously, they're still in the hunt for their league.
Yeah.
They have to go strong at the
remember
weekend.
they just lost to Valencia at their own goal.
You know, they're going to have to hit. So they're going to have to, play everybody really.
Yeah.
Go, rest up, man. And do you know what? The thing is, I thought the first half against Everton, I thought Arsenal played well. I thought a lot of those new players who came in with a point to prove, like Sterling, and they looked lively.
They did.
I thought the guys who came on in the second half in that game, like Saka and that, were playing within themselves.
Absolutely.
Because they want to get injured.
Absolutely.
Right? Because they had one eye on this game.
You could see that.
To me,
you could see that.
Let their man put with that game there.
You could see that, yeah.
Timber, stay at home. Rice, stay at home.
Gabriel M1 did all right, though. I thought in the second half.
Martinelli did well, but I don't really want these men playing.
No, of course not.
Give me from the 90, man, or take him off with about 15 minutes to go, if anything.
Of course not, yeah.
Right? Let me get into some more super chats here. Brother Seamus says, Ty can use one of Don Robbie's old shirts for the skydive.
What?
They're big enough.
What are you talking about? That's not nice.
But you know what?
That's disrespect, man. No,
I put on my Arsenal shirt this morning, the red one.
Yeah.
It's too big. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Well done, because it shows that you've lost weight. No, but well done, Robbie.
The red one.
For losing weight. Well done.
JJ07 Football says the skydive could frighten away Ty's delusion.
No, listen, don't call me deluded. All right?
You can't call him deluded no more.
Don't call me deluded.
Ryan says, hi panel.
And my parents can only say that.
He said, Liverpool fan here. I was very impressed with Arsenal.
Thank you.
I'm overjoyed with Salah and Virgil van Dijk news. They're crucial for next season. Apparently, both of them are about to sign a new deal.
Oh, really?
With Liverpool. That is big for them, man, because those two are top players.
Yeah.
House of King with a super chat. Big up, no comment. Rasta Mouse says, Ty, you are the oracle of AFTV. Should I put my mortgage on Verstappen to win the Drivers' Championship? Now, they're always asking you these questions now.
Don't know anything about motor racing. I think you're going to have to ask maybe Robbie or Abby or Matisse.
What are you saying, Verstappen?
No, listen.
Or Lando Norris?
I would, if I plan for anyone, I would go Lewis every time, but what do I know?
Okay. House of King says, you guys overlook.
Yeah.
He says, you guys overlook the importance of Thomas Partey in the team.
No, we haven't.
You barely give him credit. You can't spend 30 seconds on him without adding another player. No, we give him.
No, we give him credit. Didn't we even say?
Did you watch? Did you just?
We should give him another. Yeah, we said we should give him
watch my player ratings last night. I was picking him up.
He's
Thomas
been
Partey.
incredible.
Big him up at the beginning of the show. Big him up during the show.
And it's not just right. It's been all season.
Absolutely.
All season he's
one
been
of our
brilliant.
best midfielders. He's been awesome.
Cameron Davis says we need some hair follicles on that great, on this great show, lads.
That's nice, isn't it? That's nice, isn't it?
Lewis says only game that matters is next week, and we can all agree now.
Well, I wouldn't say that because I don't think we should underestimate Brentford.
How do we plan to play the game same tactics as yesterday or defensive tactics? I think how
It's
we
good
play every time away from
Keep
home.
the ball for
Absolutely.
90 minutes.
Absolutely, but listen.
And
have to
Brother
be solid.
Seamus says, my last super chat was all love, Don Robbie. Let's get into Ask Ty. Right, we've got some questions for you, Ty. Or Question Ty, as we call it.
Question Ty,
right?
yeah.
Not Question Time, Question Ty. This one's from Darren SO2407, who says, are you guys going to stop calling Ty delusional now?
Is that a question for Ty or us?
Exactly. Well, the
Well, we
thing
weren't
is,
calling him delusional, were we?
nobody can call me that
people on
really.
there, we don't call him.
Sometimes we call him delusional.
Which I don't like. And I say,
Right.
please, Robbie. But nobody really
But
can.
you're in the
now.
clear this week.
I'm in the clear every week, hopefully. But no. Listen,
You're not delusional.
I know.
You just
I
said
know
things.
that.
Where is you? Some of the things you say is just like.
People
What?
don't know, you don't have to agree with. Just say you don't agree, but they call me delusional.
It's not that. It's just funny to hear
can't-
sometimes.
Yeah, but you can't. But nobody can. I keep on saying nobody can. Because to say that, you have to do more than me
Are we winning
in my
Champions
place.
League, huh?
You have to put yourself in my place
we
like
winning
Kylie Blanc.
Champions
So
League?
hopefully.
All right, Navas87 says, not a question, a homage to Ty for getting his prediction laughed at and then turned out to be spot on.
Well, I did it. Well-
Well, Shaw's getting too much credit tonight, man.
Well, it wasn't spot on because I was wrong. I said 2-0. It's actually 3-0, but I was close. I was
all
close.
you need now is us to
Oh,
go. All you
1-0,
need now is
1-0.
us to go to Real Madrid
And win
get a
1-0.
1-0 victory.
I want us to win more than 1-0.
No.
I want to win us to win more than 1-0. I'll take any win or draw, but you know.
All right, Gamer King 3153 says,
Thank you.
question for Ty.
Yeah.
Would you ever become a storyteller? You could tell the younger people about the Ryan Babel challenge many years ago.
I could talk about the Invincibles. Why would I talk about Ryan Babel for? What? Oh, actually, yeah, I can. I could talk about Ryan Babel saying, next season I go to Arsenal and end up in Liverpool. Do you remember that? Maybe. I could be a football storyteller. I don't mind. Yeah, that's all right. Talk about the
Damien
Invincibles.
Snow 6170 says,
Legends.
which player apart from Rice had the best game and why?
Ooh, that's a great question. I'd say Yakum. Because everybody was underestimated, man. He didn't, apart from the start, he didn't put a foot wrong.
I
And he was
think for
brilliant
me, it would have
alongside
been
William.
Partey. For me, definitely Thomas Partey. I think just, yeah, man. There was some little things that he was doing, even breaking up their little players.
That's a great question.
I might go, all right, seeing as you've gone Thomas Partey, I might go Saka, you know.
Oh, yes.
Saka was
I forgot about him.
unbelievable
His first
Every
start.
time he got that ball, right, it's the first 10 minutes he was a bit, you know, after that, every time
You don't
he
think
got
he's
the
injured
ball,
for been known for so
it
long?
was a threat.
Yeah.
What did you
Can
think
you imagine that in the
of,
Bernabeu?
of Rice? Question for Ty. What did you think of Rice after the game, saying that
Fantastic.
he didn't listen to Odegaard, and
Oh,
Saka,
right.
Saka said, "If you feel it, go for it."
Well, I think that's brilliant. I also think the humility, because he said afterwards, he's speechless. He said he can't believe it. And that's humility.
Because he's saying that Odegaard, they were saying, put it back post.
Right.
put it
Well,
back
listen, if
Well,
you,
I
if you
love the
break
fact
ranks
that-
and you do it,
I love the fact. See that. For me, that's a player.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a top player because he
Who's
saw
got
what
the
he said.
convictions of their-
What he basically said is, he goes, yeah, they were saying to me to put it back post.
Yeah.
But he said, I looked and I could see like a little opening.
Yeah.
And he goes, I said to Saka, and Saka just said to me, yeah, well, if you feel that you can get it in, try it.
Got
man.
Makayo.
I rate
And he
that,
just,
man.
that's what
I
you want
really-
for
I
footballers,
really-
right? I mean, we talk about footballers as being robots all the time, but he weren't a robot then. He was
Thinking
like,
outside the box.
actually, no, yeah, exactly. He's thinking
I-
outside the box. He's thinking, you know what?
Are we gonna get these free kicks around the box now and be like, Rice?
Now all of a sudden, you know what I mean?
Take them.
yeah.
He has to take them. Nobody else
Yeah.
gets those free kicks now.
Odegaard, stand down, man.
Yeah,
Well,
stand
you know what I
down,
mean?
man
Well, maybe
down.
When it comes to them free kicks,
Well, maybe not Saturday.
because
no.
these free kicks have been poor this season, so you know.
yeah.
And if we haven't scored a free kick since 2021,
When he did score.
when he scored, and then now you've seen two like that, he's taking them from now on. Mr. Kaplan says,
Big up,
Mighty,
Mr. Kaplan.
take Uncle Ty to the Asian tour as a reward.
Who? Oh, that's kind of you,
Asia tour in Hong Kong. You ever
Mr.
been to Hong
Kaplan.
Kong?
I haven't, but
Singapore?
I've never been to Hong Kong, but I don't know if I'm going to be going.
Why?
Because I'm not really a big pre-season thing. You know what I mean? I'm not really big.
Pre-season's wicked.
It's wicked, but it's not competitive.
It's so good, man. You know what I mean? You get to meet fans.
He has to do his pre-season
You
training.
get to meet them fans in the other clubs. I'm surprised at that.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go to meet fans in the other clubs. You know the other thing about pre-season, you really
Yeah.
get to get up close and personal to the players.
With the players, yeah.
Because remember, when we went to pre-season last year, right? We were just standing outside the stadium in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
It was a press day. That was when we signed Calafiori.
Oh, Ricardo, yeah.
And we met Calafiori and all that, right? And then we were
Oh,
just
you actually
standing
met
outside.
Ricardo?
we stand outside and we was waiting for, I think it was Ryan was doing a bit of editing.
Yeah.
So there was a little bit, because it was really hot.
Yeah.
He's in the shade. And out comes Odegaard, because there was like, you got the stadium there and there was like a training ground next to it.
Yeah.
And out of the stadium comes Odegaard, Ethan Wanieri, I think it was Kai Havertz. Declan went with him that time.
Oh.
Who else?
Okay.
Timber.
Yeah.
I said Odegaard already.
Yeah.
Right? There's somebody else there, right? And they just come and walked up to us. How you guys doing, man? What's going on? Everything all right? Blah, blah, blah. And he was talking to us for about 5-10 minutes.
It's more relaxed for them in other countries.
Yeah, because it's relaxed, so they had no security with them, nothing, because they were making their way to they were just cool. They were just chatting with us, everything good. Big up to Kelechi as well. I saw his story, like Declan Rice was walking past him and he's bigged him up.
When?
Took a picture of him. When the security was saying to Declan Rice, saying, "No, come on, Declan." And Declan goes, "No, that's my guy, man."
No way.
Yeah.
Big up Kelechi. Kelechi's got
Superstar Kelechi.
So Kelechi's going to hook us up then, isn't it? Oh, well done, Kelechi.
Keep waiting, Sam says Ty has already paid for that camera 10 times over with his contributions to the channel and the community. That's not true. He's lost us money. Believe me. He's doing that skydive.
That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you.
You're going to need some extra weights for that skydive to make sure you can get down on the ground.
Hannah Grace with the Ask Ty. Hannah says to you, what's your favourite Arsenal player of all time, Ty?
That's easy for you, man.
Great, thank you. That's really hard.
They're right behind you, know?
They're
right behind me.
Yeah, the legends. That's really difficult. I mean, you've got Patrick Vieira, the legend. You've got Tony, the legend. You've got Adams, the legend. You've got Thierry legend. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. Ian. Freddie Ljungberg, Robert Pires, Jens Lehmann.
So why are you saying all their names twice?
I didn't say them twice.
I said Jens Lehmann.
Yeah, well, you know, I said Jens and then Lehmann, innit? Because Jens.
No, you said Jens Lehmann.
Yeah, no, because Jens.
Right.
Yeah, because I said Jens.
Freddie Ljungberg. Yeah, what's that? Is this some news?
Ljungberg. No, what it is that because Jens is informal and Lehmann is formal. If you get my drift.
What's your favourite player?
I don't know. It's hard.
Hurry up, man.
It's hard.
Can you just give us one?
I thought you were pick Henry, to be honest.
Bukayo as well. I listen. I got big up Nathan Butler Adeji as well because he's in the first team. He's one of my favourite in the team, isn't it? He's one of my favourite players.
Your favourite player?
I don't know. It's very difficult.
Oh my God! After all that, you don't know.
But you know,
what's your favourite player, man, of all time?
You really do. I don't know.
Adebayo.
It's hard to know. He's one of my least favourite players.
Come on.
Actually, one of my least, even though he's invincible.
Nasri.
It's hard. Samuel, no. But Robin, I used to chat to him and his lovely wife, but he's still wrong what he did on football terms. But me and him were cool. Off the pitch. I don't know. I just can't. It's hard, but I can't go any further than possibly.
Just give us one.
Possibly Patrick. Yeah, with the legend.
It took like 10 minutes to get to that.
No, Philip was cool though.
Brother Seamus says, Ty, are you married? I've got a perfect spot.
Married to Arsenal. Married to the game.
In football terms. The thing is, Seamus, somebody asked me that before, and I said it again. I'm sorry, I refuse to answer that. I'm sorry. If you want to know and you're not being too nosy, fair enough, but I'm sorry, I can't answer that.
Sam Tressida says, Yardi.
Oh.
Right? Do you know the Whites from Grand Cayman? They own a gas station there. Big friends of mine. You know?
What? What's going on? Is this a business thing now?
In Cayman Island?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I might know. They might know me. They might came to my show.
Cocky, innit?
They might came to my show. Nice.
Yeah, big head, you know what I mean? No, they might know me.
Oh, no, it might. Actually, I don't know by name. I don't know by name.
Oh, dear, where the egos from?
No, because
they might know me.
No.
We don't know them, but they might know me.
Because I've been to Cayman like 3 times. I've done shows out there.
Yeah, I know you was out there.
Yeah, and there's some people that support Arsenal. That are from there, so I don't know if it's them. I didn't catch the names like that, but there's it could be.
By the way, I'll big up Josh Richardson from the Miami Heat, right? Basketball team. He was in the house yesterday. He came over, and he was in the house yesterday for the game, right? At Box Park. Box Park, by the way,
it must have been incredible. Yeah.
Right. But he was in the house there, so big up to Josh Richardson
brilliant.
from the Miami Heat basketball team, and massive Arsenal fan, and a really good guy as well.
I see the clip of you on another show where Scorcher.
Scorcher! What? Scorcher! What? I forgot about Scorcher.
No! You're rude! How dare you?
Why, what did he say?
What he said is what
About
he didn't
Declan Rice.
say about Arsenal's problem is
Who's his team?
Declan Rice. He's not
Who's his
100 million.
team?
I don't even know who his team is. He said that Declan Rice is not a £100 million player, and you're gonna see 100 million. When you put Bellingham against him, you will see Bellingham's this, Bellingham.
Yeah.
He writ off Rice. He said Rice is not that guy. Listen, man.
Scorcher,
Whoa.
man. As I said in my interview last night, right?
Whoa.
Mobo award-winning artist.
Yeah.
Brilliant recording artist.
Yeah.
Great guy as well.
Yeah, good actor as well.
Right.
Maybe he was acting, because he's a good
yeah,
actor.
exactly.
He was acting.
He's a-
Just say you were acting. Say you were acting. I got it. You were acting.
Because if you weren't acting, man, you don't know not about football. We don't talk about Declan Rice. And I told you on that day, man, what are you on about? Declan Rice is a world-class footballer. That's why he plays every minute for England.
Yeah.
That's why he plays every minute for Arsenal. That's why he costs £100 million, 105 million. That's why the fans sing, we got him half price.
Yeah.
You ever heard a player bought from £100 million? You know what, right? This has put disrespect on Declan Rice's name. Think of the other players that have cost that money.
We know.
In recent times.
I know what you're going to say.
Jack Grealish.
I knew it.
Has he lived up to...
Thank you. I'm so glad you
Grealish
said
a good
it.
player,
oh
yeah?
My God.
Grealish at Villa was unbelievable, yeah?
Oh
But
my
Grealish,
God.
let's be real, even though they won the quadruple and that, he's not lived up to the £100 million price tag.
But
then
Caicedo has not lived up so far to the £100 million pound price tag. Enzo Fernandez has not lived up to the £100 million. These are all good players, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they're all good players, but they have not lived.
Facts.
Declan Rice, the fans at Arsenal sing, we got him half price.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be singing that if they didn't think, yo, Scorcher.
And I know the thing is, you know the greatest, you know the funniest, you know the funniest thing, Robbie? You know if Declan Rice was signed for 100 million by Man City or Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, any of these teams, no one would have anything to say.
Nobody.
Because it's Arsenal, you have to say something. Leave Rice alone. Rice, so nice, he did it twice. Hold that.
Yeah. Guys, let me get your prediction for next week then.
Real Madrid?
Second leg. Actually, no, first of all, let's get Brentford predictions.
We know a theme prediction.
Let's not disrespect Brentford. So, Brentford?
Well, it was 2-1 last time, isn't it? I think Kai scored the winner, didn't he? I know he scored.
Yeah, so what are you going this time?
So
Where's that? We are home.
Hopefully, hopefully 2. Remember, we beat them 3-1.
No, hopefully. What's your prediction?
2-0. Yeah, really asked him.
2-0.
Yeah, didn't we beat them 3-1
Listen, no, if you get...
See why me I laugh? Because he said 2-0
honestly,
every
if he gets this right again, if he gets this right, what can I do? No, I'm going because he can't...
You definitely have to skydive.
What do you mean I can't? Why can't I get it right? Why can't I? Why can't I? Why Kylie Simon? Why can't I get it right?
If you get it right again, no.
If he gets it right...
I couldn't have... He can't get it right again. What's your prediction?
At home...
We beat them 3-1
3-0.
the G-Tech.
3-0.
We beat them
They're a good
3-1.
side, you know.
And the G-Tech, they are a
They're
good
going to
side.
have fully rested. I don't know. I think it's going to be a tight game, man. I think we're going to nick it.
3-0.
I think we're going to nick it 2-1. Nick it 2-1. But I think it'll be a tight game. Mboyamo, Wissa, Damsgaard, they've been playing really well this season.
Yeah.
Right, predictions for the Real Madrid game.
Anything nil.
Wow.
Anything nil.
Where you going?
Well,
1-0, 2-0, 3-0.
Even if it means that I get it wrong,
2-0.
I'll still go with
2-0.
hopefully 2-0 to us.
2-0.
Yeah.
We're not going to be 2-0 at the Bernabeu.
Why not? Why not? No,
2-0.
who would have said we were going to beat them 3-0 Emirates? Who would have said that?
You.
Well, maybe, hopefully. But anyone else would have said that?
What about you?
Yeah, I'm praying for a 1-0 or a 2-0.
I think it could be 1-1.
I just hope they don't score.
Any of those will take up.
Because seeing you skydive would be the greatest thing ever.
More than us going through.
Kelechi Asika says, hey, Uncle Ty, when will you replace the 5K camera? Well, as we said,
I'm not your uncle.
The repair bill's £1,750.
I'm not going to replace anything.
But he's going to do a skydive instead of the £1,750.
You're not listening to the show, are you? You're listening to the show.
Just tune in late, man.
Let me just get a prediction for tonight's game because Aston Villa playing PSG. And not saying we have yet,
well, that's a good
if
question.
we do get through, right, we'll play one of those two. What do you think the score's going to be tonight?
I think we should do what the score be and who you would rather if we do go through to get.
Okay, go on then.
That would be good.
Ooh, that's going to be difficult.
Is that Villa Park tonight?
No, it's at
PSG.
PSG.
Unai's old club.
going on.
But Villa been doing well, you know. They've been doing well.
They've been
They're,
doing
you know,
well, but PSG are
Rashford.
difficult.
PSG been on fire, but
They battered Liverpool.
But, oh
even though
yeah,
they lost.
PSG. Ooh. You know what, yeah? 3-1 PSG.
sorry.
Wow.
3-1, yeah.
I'll go 1-0 PSG because I can't go 2-0.
I-
Because the 2-0's for us, isn't it? Okay, 2-0's for us.
You know what? 3-1. I like that.
Yeah, man. I
I
feel
could
like
see.
PSG,
I think if the
PSG
first
is
leg was at Villa Park, I think
Yeah.
I'd be back in Villa. You know, possibly to. But because of the PSG's ground,
PSG, yeah, and they know what
That's
happened
a
against
tough
Liverpool.
place to
And after
go
what happened
to.
with Liverpool, they won't want to make the same mistake.
No,
They battered Liverpool.
let me say 2-1. 2-1 PSG, and then Villa got a chance in the second leg.
And
Barcelona, Dortmund.
is that tonight?
Yeah.
Lewandowski against his
At
old club.
Barcelona.
Ooh.
I can't. It's
You can only see
3-0
Barcelona winning.
Barca,
Barca.
innit? Yeah.
Yeah, Barca.
Who would you rather want then? PSG
I
or
don't
Aston Villa?
you know what? I was saying I'd rather PSG, you know.
Why?
I'll tell you why, yeah. We've beaten them once this season already,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I feel
You
like
beaten Villa as well.
yes, but
Yeah.
we also draw them. Don't get me wrong, if we was to
Should've
go
beaten
after
them
that,
twice.
yeah. But I feel like Villa just somehow, man, we always something not go right.
Don't
with
normally
them.
lose them. We didn't lose them last season.
We didn't.
But did we beat them?
Yeah,
We did beat them.
We did.
We did beat them.
Did
Beat
we
'em.
beat us?
Last season we beat them at Villa Park.
No, was it this season?
Oh, that's this season, isn't it?
No, this is this
Oh, you mean
season.
And last season. Didn't we beat them last season at
No,
Villa Park
we
as well?
didn't.
What was the
When did
score last
Jorginho score that goal? Was that the season before?
Oh, no, that was season before.
Yeah,
That's
we
it.
didn't.
I know. I think we drew with them. No, we drew with them twice last year. No, we drew and lost again.
Yeah,
last
that's
year.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
And
yeah.
then
And then
this season we beat
yeah,
them
you're
and
right.
and
We beat
draw
them
them.
and drew with them.
Yeah,
Like the fact of it being here, I just feel like PSG, you know,
PSG is a harder game for
we
me.
play
Yeah.
Villa regular, man.
But so we
and you know what?
I feel
Either
like
way,
Villa will have.
I think
have
either
a-
long
way,
as
it's
we
a
get through.
Either way, it's a
That's the main
difficult
thing.
game. It's a
Yeah.
difficult game either
I
way.
personally would rather PSG.
Who would you rather?
Well, I suppose, I don't know. Probably, because we know Villa.
Doesn't matter.
Probably who?
Probably PSG, no disrespect to them. Because of the fact that we know us and Villa would know each other too much. And you know, you got Unai's old, you know what I mean? PSG would be different.
I think I'd rather Villa. I think
Yeah.
I'd rather Villa. I think we could go to Villa. I think PSG, we did beat them, but they've really hit form.
Yeah, they have.
And also, when you think about it, right, Villa has still got to go for them top 5 places.
Yeah,
So they've
that's
still
true.
got a lot of fight to do in their
Oh,
league.
yeah.
That's true. That's
Whereas
true.
you look at PSG, they've won their league already.
Yeah,
they
that's
can
right,
now
that's
just
right,
go
yeah.
full
These man
pelt.
need to come tank
Yeah.
Arsenal as well.
Yeah, they're actually going invincible at the moment.
They need to come tank Arsenal. You know.
PSG. They could go the whole season invincible.
No, I'm
but-
saying whoever finishes 5th need to come tank Arsenal.
Yeah, because now, after last night, it's top 5. Gets
Yeah.
into-
So come. So
But
you-
Villa
yeah.
ain't in that yet, so I think I'd rather Villa. But listen,
I hear
we'll
that,
wait
I hear
and see. We wait
Yeah.
to see what happens tonight. That's going to be a great game there for sure, and we'll be watching that. But listen, thanks for watching the Bias Premier League show tonight. Don't forget to use the code
I don't know why you're copying
AFTV10,
me.
and you can get yourself an additional 10% off of all Boohooman clothing, like what I've got on right here, and these guys have got on.
Taxi.
Right,
It's not
what's
a
your hand up
taxi.
for?
I just
Hurry
want-
up. You want to go watch the Villa game?
Yeah.
I just wanted to say commiserations to England women for losing 3-2 to Belgium, but I have to big up Michelle Adji, man. She's replaced Alessia Lusson. Hopefully Alessia's going to be all right.
Bright. She's an Arsenal player. She's
Yeah,
on loan.
She
to Brighton.
scored a
looks
fantastic
good.
goal on her England debut.
Yeah, well done to
So
her.
congratulations to Michelle, and well done to all the other home players that
Are
won and all
available.
that, and
Yeah.
commiserations to England and to Chloe and all that.
And Yadi?
I had nothing
He's just
to say.
trying.
He ain't got nothing to say. Listen,
He's
see
just
you
gonna
later,
come in,
people.
come me.
Boohoo, man. Use the code AFTV10.
Thank you.
We are out of here.
Peace.
Yeah.
Good luck to all our teams this week.